If you've ever tried a picture perfect CEO morning routine and lasted maybe 2 days before life got in the way, then you're not alone. Those 5 a.m. morning routines sound amazing until you're also responsible for small humans, pets, and a job, or all three at once. So, in this episode, I'm going to show you a way to build a consistent, soul filling morning routine without overthinking it and without needing 4 hours of silence and a sunrise yoga deck. If you're done with rigid routines that don't work for real life and you want strategic ways to stay consistent without burning out, then make sure you hit subscribe so that you never miss a new episode. Hey there, I'm Corey Logaitis, a keynote speaker, leadership coach, and upcoming author of The Five Overwhelm Culprits. And I used to have the perfect morning routine. That was until I had kids. After that, I spiraled trying to keep it together and eventually realized that I needed to let go of what wasn't serving me and ultimately create a new system that actually supported this season of life I was in. Before I had kids, I had a very structured morning routine that worked beautifully. I had many years ago when I first started my leadership journey, I had read Hal Elrod's The Miracle Morning, and I loved his framework. Everything from journaling to making sure I had daily workouts to meditation, reading, learning something, all of it. Loved it. But once motherhood entered the chat, everything fell apart. And the crazy part about all this is instead of adjusting, I held on to it for dear life because I absolutely loved it and I believed I needed it in order to be able to continue to perform at a high level. And as a result of that, I blamed myself. I thought I was the problem and I was the reason that I couldn't find the time to do all these things that I usually did. And truth was, I wasn't the problem. The system was. Let me share with you what ultimately did end up working and how I now usually work with my coaching clients to create routines and systems that actually work for them. First up is ditch the rigidity. Instead, embrace a menu of options. So I started using something that I now call a morning routine menu. Instead of trying to force a checklist every single day that I felt guilty if I didn't get to check each item off the list, I created a list of activities that fill my cup. So a lot of these were the same activities that I loved in my miracle morning. Everything from my morning movement to meditation, journaling, reading. So I created this list of activities and I added them into my Asana because I do all of my tasks and to-dos in Asana. And then from there, I gave myself a Google Calendar time block. Mine is listed as daily self-care. It's a non-negotiable. It is on my calendar every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And during the hour that I give myself, and for some, if you have more time, you can do 2 hours, three, whatever works great for you. I'm a mom of 4 kids, so 1 hour is enough. And I choose from that menu based on what I have capacity for that day. If I'm not feeling physically great, then maybe I don't work out, right? That, or maybe I do yoga instead of my standard Peloton. But maybe then I really double down on doing something like reading or journaling instead. What's important is that time block is for me, for my specific routine and whatever I need to do to make sure that I can perform at a high capacity throughout my day, even if I'm low on energy that day. So some days for me, it might just be journaling. Most days it's Peloton. I love Peloton and I love moving physically during the day, even if I don't want to. I know after I do it, I'm going to feel so much better. And it's going to carry with me throughout the day. So I make myself do it. Some days, like on certain weekends, it may just be a stretch and having some coffee. So I don't put any pressure on myself, though, to do it all. It's just simply, it's a menu. What do I feel like doing today? Take care of myself. So from here, it's important to protect the time window and not the individual items. We're not protecting the menu. We're protecting the time that we have on the calendar. So for me, the time block is 1 hour before my kids wake up. That is my only non-negotiable. And let me tell you, this was really difficult because my daughter is now 4. She's the youngest of my 4. But when I had first had her and I was up all hours of the night feeding her and things were really challenging with sleep and whatnot, my self-care time in the morning was one of the first things to go out the window. And it was really affecting my mental health to the point where I had a conversation with my therapist one day. And she had told me, if you can't get that time to yourself, get in your car and go and leave and go somewhere to get it so that everybody else in the house can step up and actually step in with the kids and help you. So that was very difficult initially for me to learn how to block and protect that time and to set boundaries regarding it. But now it's pretty much my only non-negotiable. Now, what happens within that hour is 100% flexible. And having that level of flexibility is what actually gives me the consistency to make sure that I am doing something for myself, for my own morning routine to set me up for a successful day each and every day. From here, it's important to let go of the all or nothing mentality. This is the big one. I used to think if I can't do the full routine, I just shouldn't even bother. But truth is, that mindset is ultimately what leads to you feeling burnt out, mentally as well as physically. But one small intentional action done every single day consistently over time is better than none. And it's going to compound over time. So I'd love to know, what is one thing that fills your cup very first thing in the morning, even if you only have a couple of minutes? Drop it in the comments. Let me know. DM me on social media. I'm most active on LinkedIn. I'm in the process of building a new menu. I would love to hear your ideas. And whether you're in a season of parenting, caregiving, career building, or all of the above, you deserve a morning routine that works for you, not against you. It doesn't have to look at all like what I do or what other influencers do. You're allowed to design a rhythm that matches your actual life and still feels like a confident, grounded leader by 9 a.m. If this idea of creating consistent but flexible routines is resonating for you, you'll love my mini course, Capacity Clarity Hour. It's a quick but powerful training that helps you pinpoint your energy leaks and create daily systems that actually work, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed right now. Hopefully you found value in me sharing this today, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. See you next time.
Thanks for checking out The Next Step with Corey Lowe. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend, subscribe, and leave a review. Together, we'll transform overwhelm into action, and we'll keep taking the next step towards confident leadership. See you next time.